Personally, I haven't had a donut in a while.
Don't you lie to me, Miles. Our friendship is based on honesty. Campbell takes the center of the cage immediately. Oviedo on the outside, looking to control range as the taller fighter. Campbell's feet are moving. He's looking for that opportunity. Just because he's a big boy, don't let you think he can't move. He can. Those hands are high, primed. Posture's good, chopping the calf of Oviedo as he steps in. Oviedo feinting. Campbell not taking the bait. Campbell's going to hunt that right hand. You can see it in his posture and how he's setting up on the right side.
Well, especially him being the significantly shorter fighter, man, those overhands are going to be there all day.
You can see the long lead of Oviedo and all that space between his hand and his jaw. Campbell's going to want to pressure his way in. He's going to mask it behind his right leg. And I think he'll probe the left and fire an overhand like a cannon. Big chop by Oviedo. Big shot by Jose. The range is starting to fluster Campbell.
You just got to keep his hands up and use level changes. Because I haven't seen anybody, try to go in for a takedown. At least let him know, let Jose know, hey, you know what, it's there. Keep him honest.
I don't think either one of these guys wants to grapple. Oh, big left hook, and in return by Jose.
Sometimes you got to eat one to give one.
You just got to hope you give the better one. Oviedo controlling with his lead hand, taking that right hand away from Campbell, or at least trying to. Campbell punishing the leg. Campbell's quick, man. You look at his build, you don't expect it, but he's got quick feet. His kicks come out hard and fast, and he is definitely powerful.
Yeah, you could definitely tell that he has some athletic capabilities there, and that his frame is not suited for this particular size. So I think if he, goes back to the gym, eventually one day, if he's able to, come back down here and fight at a lower weight class, you'll definitely be able to see even more of that speed and athletic capability out of him.
What's crazy is I'm 4 pounds heavier than Campbell, and I made it down to middleweight. I started off at 320 pounds. Big flurry to finish the round. Oviedo fires 4 or 5 extra shots after the bell while the ref was breaking them up. Unsportsmanlike conduct or just being caught up in the moment? I'm not sure.
I think he's just caught up in the moment because Kahele Campbell also was, both of these guys were throwing punches a little bit after the bell.
I'll say this, but when the referee touched Campbell, he stepped back and stopped firing, and Oviedo landed 3 or so clean shots on him in that moment.
Yeah, you can't do that when the bell rings. I can't even use the language barrier as an excuse here for Jose Oviedo, because a bell is universal no matter what language you speak.
And when the ref has his arms in the middle, well, I don't know any other way to interpret that.
But who would you give that round to, though? It seemed like it was
very,
pretty even match back and forth.
Even round. I would call that round a draw. I wouldn't even feel bad about it. It's a very clean draw round. Both guys had moments, but no one did anything exceptional.
It seems like Kahele Campbell here was a little bit, trying to look for more attempts, whereas Jose Oviedo was just content with just being a counter and just, picking his shots one at a time.
Oviedo was being very reactive in that round. Campbell has definitely been the leader, but I would say Oviedo had a little more success when he's throwing.
Yeah, he's definitely making use of that significant reach advantage he has.
If you're a tall fighter, you should fight tall. Why are you going to fight at a range for someone else? Damaging that lead leg. Oviedo is consistently chopping away. Campbell cutting off the ring as Oviedo is looking to scub out. and hits him with 3 or 4 short hooks in there. Oviedo's head goes up when the shots come in.
This is the first takedown.
Yep, Campbell's in on that double. The head is in trouble. He's got to make sure to circle to the opposite side so that he can't get put in guard. Campbell here with the Charlie horse attack, smashing the thigh of Oviedo. Good shoulder pressure, keeping him on the fence. Oviedo looking for that power Nelson on the S grip. Campbell pummeling to the inside, locking up the high crotch. I'd like to see him circle to his left side so he can take advantage of the grip he has. More hammer fists for the Charlie horse. If you've never had a Charlie horse, they're terrible.
But he needs to fight the hands and try to fight that grip instead of just staying in there and punching. Because the more that you're just not fighting the grip and punching, the more that you give Jose the opportunity to lock in that guillotine.
The more versatile your arsenal is, the more opportunities you will have to finish fights. If you're just a boxer and it goes anywhere but, you're going to get stuck. If you're just a grappler and you can't get it down, you're going to get stuck. It's why wrestling is the king of the mixed combat sports. Because they can dictate, are you staying up, are you going down?
Up, and referee Larry Folsom breaks him up.
I wonder how those hammer fists to the thigh would be counted on like a CompuBox scorecard.
I mean, they are significant strikes. They landed.
Yeah. That's true. And anything that's not a jab is ruled as a significant strike. You saw that walkthrough. Campbell coming up with new ways to take away space. In on the double underhooks. He's got Oviedo's pressed up on the fence. Campbell has a small cut. I can't get a good look as to where. On the outside of the right eyelid or eyebrow. His corner getting him cleaned up. The blood didn't seem to be going into his eye, so that shouldn't play a role in the fight much. But it does give Oviedo a target if he wants to start shooting off that lead hand. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if you are joining us online, take your screenshots, take some pics, let us know you're watching. Shout us out, Combat Night MMA on Instagram.
Go ahead. Go ahead, make some noise, lady.
Josh, he probably heard that.
Oviedo probing out, chopping the leg for good measure. Campbell looking to cut the ring off. This is a battle of space, guys. If you're not sure what's happening, these guys are looking for their openings, right? Whoever controls the gap between them controls the initial opportunity for contact. So whoever can get things under control in the middle. Unbelievable inside kick by Oviedo, taking the lead leg of Campbell completely out from underneath him, making him belly flop to the mat. Oviedo sprawls to the top. Campbell drives in on that single, but he shoots it cross body, so Oviedo steps over, takes the back. Campbell looks to pull his head and arm out, and he is on top. Campbell in that top position, cross body side control. Great forearm pressure across the jaw. Oviedo looking to climb the fence, raise the hips. Campbell brings him off to the side and starts dropping bombs on him. Oviedo with the octopus grip, turns over the top, gets up to his feet, gets free, fires off a big overhand. Campbell ducks it and returns fire with an overhand of his own. And Campbell back on the stalk here. Oviedo waiting, looking to open up with some leg kicks of his own. Campbell's got to get these hands going if he wants to ensure his victory. Back in on the single. Oviedo splitting those long legs. Campbell's got to get the weight off the foot he's holding so that he can swing his partner down to his hips.
He's got a minute left, plenty of time here.
Tons of time. Oviedo did a good job pummeling in on that overhook. It looks like he's hunting for the guillotine. The head is super deep, but if he doesn't make a run for it, he's going to let Campbell control him against the fence for the entire round. Campbell punching the kneecap of Oviedo. And the referee gives him a stand-up, or gives him a separation for inactivity. Big right hook to open up by Oviedo. Campbell gets right underneath it, drives him into the fence, and is right back where we were just moments ago. Campbell working for the takedown. Oviedo working for anything but.
Yeah, Campbell just needs to bend his knees. It's kind of difficult to lift somebody that's over, 200 pounds just by bending at the waist. You need to bend your knees.
Mouse, I thought you were strong.
I am strong.
You just pick a dude up.
When I bend my knees.
Just pick him up. Left hook opening. Sets Campbell into the right hand and a head kick by Oviedo. Way to make a statement in those last 10 seconds of round number 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have reached a decision, a unanimous decision at that, for your winner. Out of the red corner, José Tomás Oviedo.
Congratulations, José Tomás Oviedo, on your unanimous decision victory. Well-earned, hard-fought battle.